Fan request. So one of my subscribers, Rob H, asked me what I thought of the Republic of Ireland's qualifying prospect after having dropped points at home to Austria a couple of days ago, and what should have been a win if not for a controversy no goal allowed call by the referee. To be honest, Ireland was lucky to get away with a draw from that match given the way they played in the first half. I agree with the conversation that happened in the comment section of a previous video of mine between a couple of my subscribers when they said that given how Ireland performed against an Austrian team that really has been in poor form dating back to Euro 2016 when they crashed out early on in the group stages, that Ireland was fortunate to come away with a draw from this because it required an 86th minute equalizer by John Walters to secure a point for them. And this was against an Austrian team that was missing a lot of its main starters due to injury or suspension, and an Austrian side which is really only the fourth best team in this group. So I do think it hurts Ireland's prospects to come out of this group, at least in first place. For those of you who are not familiar, Group D of European World Cup qualifying is one of the toughest ones at the moment, the way that it's shaping up. You have four teams that are only separated from each other by 4 points. Serbia tops it with 12. Republic of Ireland right under them with also 12 points, but in an inferior goal difference. Right below them is Wales with 8 points, Austria with 8 points. To be honest, Rob, I think you and Serbia both really wasted an opportunity to go clear in this group. Your draw against Austria and Serbia's draw against Wales, if you had both won your games, both Republic of Ireland and Serbia would have gone 7 points clear of both Wales and Austria. It definitely would have made it a two-way race at that point, regardless of the fact that there are 4 games remaining. This would have meant that it would have required an absolute catastrophe for Ireland and Serbia in the remaining qualifying season for Wales and Austria to catch up to them. So you guys really dropped the ball, so to speak. No pun intended. What do I think of your qualifying prospects for now? Well, looking at your remaining games, you don't have exactly the easiest schedule remaining. I think Wales does. Wales' schedule is pretty lenient on them. I actually do think Wales are going to win every single one of their remaining games in this group because that includes 2 road games against Moldova and Georgia, a home game against you, and another home game against a really poor Austrian team that's ripe for the picking. So I think Republic of Ireland realistically could finish anywhere between first and third in this group, not even go to a playoff, just eliminated. So I opened up a website that has all the games, Rob, and I filled out my whole predictions thing, gave some thoughts on all the remaining games in the group. And for you to get through this group, you have to rack up the points, get maximum points available against Moldova and Georgia. I think you're playing Moldova at home. You're playing Georgia on the road in your next game. 6 points is a must. It's a must. And then you benefit from having a home game against Serbia, I believe in September, maybe October. I view that as a must-win for you. I do. I think you have to win that home game against Serbia to top the group. Not necessarily to go to a playoff, but to top the group, I think you do. And I filled out all these games, and if you want the honest truth of where I have the Republic of Ireland finishing, I don't think you're going to qualify directly. I don't. I think you're just going to miss out top spot to Serbia. But I do think, Rob, and my other Irish subscriber is Egan. I probably butchered your name. Can't pronounce Celtic names. And some other subscribers that are Irish. I think you're going to get the playoff spot. I do think you will beat out Wales in second. And depending on who you play in the playoffs, you could qualify. Hopefully, for your case, you'll be one of the seeded teams for the playoffs draw, so you'll avoid having to play Italy or a Portugal or a Switzerland, because it's looking like any of those three teams are going to go to the playoffs. If you got paired with them, that's a really, really tough fixture over the course of 2 legs. And then it all depends on your preparation for them, how O'Neill sets your team up. Um, but I think you're going to the playoff. I do. For what it's worth, my points here that I have, I wrote them down. I think Serbia is going to top the group with 22 points. I think you're going to finish right under them, 3 points below them, which equates to basically 1 win. I think you're going to finish with 19 points. I think Wales is going to be right under you with 18 points. And I have Austria with 15. And then Georgia, Moldova, they're in the single digits. So I do think this group is headed for a photo finish. I think it's going to be very tight all the way through to the end between those 4 teams. But yeah, Rob, I think you're going to come in second. But I could be wrong. You could beat Serbia at home. You could just go on a rampage and top this group. Anything can happen. But I think look out for Wales. They look really dangerous, and their schedule remaining now with Gareth Bale coming back, they could win all the remaining games. And that last game, Rob, that you have on the road against Wales, crucial. Because if you lose that one, that might be enough to eliminate you. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace.